This is a working LEGO pinball machine. That's right, you can actually play this thing. So I thought this was a really clever design, a way to use Lego bricks in a really unique way. This thing works with two different mechanisms to make it functional. You've got the first button here, which activates the ball dropper, ball return at the top. And obviously you've got your two flipper mechanisms. If we flip it over, we can see how that works. So we've got this central Technic assembly going down the middle here, where if you press the button, it's going to move the ball dropper forward. I lost the original rubber band, which is why it's all twisted up like that. I had to make a longer rubber band work. Then you've also got the two flippers on either side connected with rubber bands. I got a little Technic build here, lets you move the flipper and then snaps it back into place. The pinball machine is built with a lot of snot techniques, and they use these slopes really nicely in the middle to create an arrow design pointing towards your goal, which is this hole here, which I think is actually really cool that they included a goal in the game. The pinball machine's frame is black, and the legs for the machine are also attached sideways at a slight tilt, which keeps the ball coming towards you. And we've also got two bumpers here at the top. I guess you'd call these bumpers. They're these spinner pieces, the three-armed Technic. I don't know what these pieces are called, but I thought that was a nice little obstacle. Getting it in the hole is not super hard, but it's not easy either, so it does take a few minutes to kind of get the hang of it. I just thought this was a really cool design, a clever use of parts. I got this from BrickLoot a while ago. It is still available on their website for only $18. They are not sponsoring this video. I'm not affiliated with them. This pinball machine got me thinking about what other people may have done with LEGO pinball machines. Because as you know, the LEGO community is always coming up with crazy, creative ideas. This is actually an idea that a lot of people have had iterations on. There are tons of LEGO pinball machine ideas out there, and a lot of them are really cool and really impressive. So I wanted to take this opportunity to go ahead and look at some of the coolest ones that I was able to find online and see what you guys think. Let's take a look. So the first one I found is this life-sized LEGO Batman pinball machine seen at BrickWorld Chicago in 2019, made by Luke99. This huge machine has over 7,000 pieces. Apparently it has all 39 LEGO Batman villains and 5 powered motor functions, a motorized ball return, and a spinning clay face obstacle. The goal is to shoot the ball into Joker's Funhouse. The roller coaster from Joker's Funhouse is incorporated into the top of the cabinet, which adds a lot of life and movement to the build. Everything in this is LEGO except for a wooden base and IKEA legs. The rest is entirely brick built, which I would hope so since it's 7,000 pieces. Luke took the extra step to add a tiled leaderboard to track the top scorers of the machine using these letter tiles here. There's a brick-built mosaic of Joker's face in the center and a massive bat symbol on the side of the cabinet. This thing is an absolute unit. It is a really impressive build, and it seems to work just like a real pinball machine. I cannot believe that people use an actual real metal pinball with LEGO, but I guess that just shows how strong LEGO can be if it can take a beating from a metal, literally a metal stainless steel ball. Let's move on to the next one, which was also from BrickVention 2019. This one was built by Dylan Edwards, who I do want to point out was no older than 13 years old and won his category with this build. It's also life-sized, although it is sitting on a table, and has a plexiglass top, which is an extra detail, because I know a lot of pinball machines in real life have a plexiglass top. The theme is basically Nintendo, I guess. It's Mario and Zelda, with you got the mosaic of the mushroom and the Master Sword together with the sky behind it. I don't think there's much more meaning behind it than that. This one has a few different kinds of obstacles. There's a mechanism that allows you to insert a Technic key and pull a tray out to retrieve all the balls. You can see there's lights coming through in the back here, so if you watch this video, you can tell that this is just one really smart kid, so good job. Good job, Dylan. So let's go on to the next one. In terms of the themes of the pinball machine, this one was definitely my favorite. It's a Star Wars and Fabuland crossover, hence FabuWars, and that is probably one of the best ideas for a theme crossover that I've ever heard, combining the most popular LEGO theme of all time with one of the most unique and controversial LEGO themes, which was discontinued in 1989. I'm speaking, of course, of Fabuland. While they did become discontinued, you could still see elements of the Fabuland design language still carried on throughout the rest of a bunch of LEGO products, such as Friends, such as the Mickey Mouse sets. So this one is just an absolute joy to look at. It's super colorful, but also has some really recognizable elements from Star Wars. The guy in the front is acting like he's Greedo with a blaster. He's about to shoot Han Solo, which I thought was hilarious. There's a rendition of Jabba's palace, a yellow AT-AT, and an incredible 3D Star Destroyer rising out of the background with some brick-built TIE fighters and X-Wings mosaicked into the background. I don't know if mosaicked is a verb, but I'm gonna begin using it as one. This thing is overall freaking epic. Definitely my favorite theme of this whole video. This one also uses the real metal pinball in the machine. It has a lot of cool obstacles and tunnels for the ball to travel to. So shout out to
Brian D'Agostine,
who, by the way, apparently also built a working LEGO dress that his wife wears. It's fully made of Technic, has no strings. This dude is crazy. So congratulations to you. You are a LEGO connoisseur, my friend. A Lego connoisseur, a LEGO innovator. He's got the sauce, you know what I mean? All right, next up, another cool theme. I always appreciate themed pinball machines because obviously that is a big thing in real life. So next up, another cool theme. This one is a Minecraft pinball machine by Imaginator Studios. This one has great branding on the cabinet featuring multiple Minecraft logos, including a brick-built one on the side. The color scheme for this is quintessential Minecraft, with the top of the cabinet and the playing surface taking on the colors of a Minecraft dirt block. There are some other iconic Minecraft pieces like the zombie and the crafting table motorized, spinning as obstacles blocking your way. If you do hit the ball into the hole in front of the zombie, you'll unlock the prize, which is my personal favorite candy, a Reese's chocolate bar. This is the most unique prize I've seen in my searches. I've seen a few gumballs. I've seen some that have no prizes, but this one is specifically branded with a little hole for a Reese's bar to be put, and you can see it has a little sign there. And there's also a special removable piece that allows you to restock the prizes without opening the prize drawer. Or you could use that to take the Reese's back out after you're not able to beat the machine because you just want the candy. That's what I would do. I probably would not be able to beat the machine. The next example is another one of my own personal favorites in terms of the motorized elements and the theme. This is a sports themed pinball machine by Superlegosam with a ton of motorized features, just like a real pinball machine. This setup uses the LEGO soccer ball instead of a metal pinball, which I did appreciate. You know, it's more of a purist setup, LEGO purist. We don't need your pinball purist selves showing up here with these metal balls, destroying all of our LEGO pieces. We're gonna keep it fully plastic. It uses the LEGO soccer ball and it features obstacles from golf, tennis, soccer, and basketball. My personal favorite feature is if you hit your ball into the basketball section, a basketball player jumps out to dunk the pinball through the hoop. This example makes great use of LEGO car tires as bumpers, which is honestly something I'm surprised is not more popular because they seem to work pretty well at like bouncing the ball. Maybe they're not enough for the metal ball though, I'm not sure. Looking at the bottom of this thing to see the wiring just shows how much expertise of the motors and how much work it takes to make something like this function. So good job, Superlegosam. So before we wrap up here, I do want to give a quick honorable mention to two much smaller pinball builds. That is minifig size pinball machines. LEGOParadise built this working pinball machine that is both playable by a full-size human and by minifigs alike, so you can compete with the minifigs in your LEGO room for high scores. It's a very simple game in comparison to all the other ones that we've looked at, but what can I say? It is very difficult to get so much function into such a small LEGO creation. So we have to give LEGOParadise props for that one. The other minifig sized one that I wanted to take a look at is by Brent. This one is not functional, it's just for looks in a LEGO arcade, but look how much thought he put into this with all the different color combinations. This is definitely the best looking minifig scale pinball machine I've ever seen. It would work perfectly in a LEGO arcade, which I someday hope to build as well. I think a LEGO arcade would be awesome. And finally, I want to introduce you to the craziest and coolest LEGO pinball machine that I was able to find online. Let's take a look at this triple-decker 6 flippers working pinball machine by Nachapon LEGO. And just look at how cram-packed this thing is with details. It is ridiculous. The amount of characters, obstacles, and themed doodads on this setup is so reminiscent of a real pinball machine. It is unreal. There's even some sort of installed phone screen underneath which plays visuals in the background underneath the first layer. You'll see when one flipper is hit, it activates 2 others, including an entire subterranean layer underneath the surface. The rails for the ball to travel along are super similar to a real-life pinball machine as well. This was submitted to LEGO Ideas 2 years ago, and even though this would probably be hundreds of dollars to buy, I hope one day we get a LEGO product like this. Of all the LEGO pinball machines we've looked at, this one looks the most fun to play and the most like a classic pinball machine. Maybe the lesson is you don't need a massive life-size machine. You just need to put the care in to create a fun experience, because as you can see, this one is also a tabletop machine as well. I did see some more that were full-sized, but I feel like having a table-sized one is probably the way to go. All the little obstacles, the characters, all those little extra pieces, it really makes it feel like it's coming to life with like a full, you know, it's just like a real life pinball machine. And they've got multiple flippers, so when you flip one, it flips 2 others, and you can see there's a whole subterranean layer under here where you can play like on top and down below. It's ridiculous, okay? I do not understand how you would design this, but I've never seen like a multi-layered pinball machine, even in real life. So gotta give props to Nachapon LEGO. This one is definitely the coolest one that I saw. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this exploration of all the coolest LEGO pinball machines that I was able to find. There are many more out there, so please do a search online if you're interested in this. I found so many cool ones that I couldn't even fit into this video. These were just my personal favorites. I have linked all the creators I mentioned and their corresponding videos down below. I also linked the BrickLoot link for this pinball machine. Just a reminder, I do not get any kickback from this, but it is super cheap, so I thought you guys might like to see that if you're interested in pinball. This definitely got me thinking about what is out there, so hence this video. If you've seen any other cool LEGO pinball machines you think should have made the list that I did not see, please let me know. I would love to take a look at what you guys think is super cool. That's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.